Welcome to another episode of NIF Australia's Israeli election preview. It's getting to the business end of the campaign now, and that meant that Benjamin Netanyahu travelled to America to get an all-important endorsement, President Donald Trump. Note the similarities here. They're literally using the same video. Netanyahu took the White House video, cut off their logo at the end, overlaid it with his voice, and ended the video with his own campaign slogan, Netanyahu, right-wing, strong. He's been playing up his strong relationship with Trump for a long time, trying to show Israelis that he's the only leader who can leverage that relationship to get the most for Israel. Of course, never mind that in playing out his strategy and doubling down on his support for Trump, Netanyahu also isolated Democrats who may be back in power after the 2020 presidential election. The two leaders are totally in sync, ties and all, and Trump's peace plan is supposed to come out after the Israeli election. But what happens to the US-Israel relationship on the day after Netanyahu, or the day after Trump for that matter? Netanyahu's Justice Minister, Ayelet Shaked, released a bizarre ad last week. It's left most commentators perplexed. It starts with Shaked promoting a perfume marked Fascism, before listing off a number of the moves she's made, including stacking the Supreme Court and restricting its powers, before ending with her spraying the perfume and saying, "Smells more like democracy" to her. Here we can consider the important role that Israel's democracy has on its standing around the world. Really, it is shared democratic values that ensure it remains an important member of the Western liberal democratic club. For the Justice Minister to be wearing the fascism label proudly and making it a central feature of her election campaign could send a dangerous message. Here's another ad you'd never see coming. Israel's first right-wing Prime Minister, Menachem Begin, appearing in an ad for dovish liberal Zionist party Meretz.
נלחמים היום על השלום. אשרינו שזכינו לך. כן, יש קשיים בשלום, יש מכאובים בשלום, יש קורבנות למען השלום, כולם עדיפים מקורבנות המלחמה.
This week marked 40 years since the peace treaty between Israel and Egypt. Begin was reviled by his right-wing base when he signed the agreement, but today is hailed as a visionary who changed the layout of the Middle East forever. This Meretz ad highlights a comment he made back then that more wars only leads to more dead and more wounded. Their leader, Tamar Zandberg, goes on to say that there's no military solution in Gaza, a particularly important point to make in a week in which rockets landed in central Israel and the IDF responded and hit Hamas targets in Gaza. That's all for this episode. Remember to join our election results event on Wednesday the 10th of April. Just visit the link at the bottom for more details. And stay tuned to our Facebook and Twitter pages for daily updates. Thanks for watching.